Welcome to the third episode of the Football Clubhouse. And what we are going to talk about, we are going to talk about how much of a shitty award Ballon d'Or is. A worthless pile of you know what. This is because recently we learned that Ballon d'Or award for the season 1920 is being cancelled off, whereas in France the games are going on where crowds are coming in the stadiums. So we'll take a dive into how much this Ballon d'Or is actually worth it. So guys, welcome to the next episode. And Nishant, what do you think about this move by Ballon d'Or?
I think it is a pretty shitty thing to do. There were players who were outside the whole star, like the star environment, like the star players, like not Real Madrid, Barcelona players. They had an opportunity this time, and scraping it off this time was an awful move because I think they could have done even just by holding a press conference. That would have been enough.
Right. So
they could have managed that when they are managing 40% audience in the stadiums. That is already a lot.
Yeah, exactly. So if people can come in the stadium and watch PSG thrash a team 9-0 or something like that, so a Ballon d'Or ceremony should not be that much of a trouble. What do you think, Nilakash?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with Nishant. I'm really feeling very sorry for Lewandowski and Ramos too.
Yeah, 51 goals in 43 matches. And if you
and
consider all the friendlies and all, he has scored 64. Considering the friendlies, which you should not, they are non-competitive games. But still, he has worked his ass off.
Yes, and there are more games coming. The UCL competition
is still to be played. Yeah.
And for both Ramos and Lewandowski, for both of them. And this was, I think, the first Ballon d'Or where either Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi would have been cut out of the list.
Yeah, I think so. Right.
Yeah, according to, because Ramos deserved the position. The top three, I think Ramos deserved it.
That is where they don't have the balls to do, man. That is what they don't have the balls to do, to cut off Messi and Ronaldo of the top three.
Exactly, and I think this is a type of disrespect to football. And I'm really feeling very sorry for Lewandowski. And I'm really feeling very, very sorry for Lewandowski.
Yeah, and the way he has worked hard, like now people are going to say that it's Bundesliga, it's whatever,
he has consistently delivered in every match. He has consistently delivered in every match.
Right.
Each and every match.
He has scored out of 43, he has scored 51 goals, man. He has reached half century out of less matches.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. So after
guys,
hearing this, it was really very disheartening.
Yeah. So Ruptirtha, how much do you think this award is viable? And Avik also read your views.
I read the article that's given by that France magazine, and I tried my heart to justify whatever the facts they have said. In there, one of the points they have said that one of the reasons they think that they should eradicate the award this year because of some unavoidable circumstances, and one of those unavoidable circumstances is like inclusion of 5 substitutes. I mean, tell me a better joke. Comic Sans season 3 is on. You can go for the Amazon links and join. I mean, this particular rule is applied for all the players, and having more substitution doesn't impact the gameplay as we have thought. So it's going on as it was just before the lockdown happened. So some justification, they said that they can't involve all the gates. It's a big occasion, finances there, sponsors is there, but bro, this is football. You need to get the football sentiment, the fan sentiments in. And I mean, all football organization, be it the French one, be it UEFA, they are just making jokes on themselves, bro.
Yeah, so,
not only fan sentiment, the sentiments of the players. Like Lewandowski got so
basically.
Yeah, continue.
Basically, the thing is that Ballon d'Or has been more biased to their prodigal sons, that is Messi and Ronaldo. You can see Ribery, Snyder, they all somewhere deserve the Ballon d'Or, but at the end of the day, the Ballon d'Or goes to their prodigal sons. So I think it's just a joke of a trophy right now. And this year it happened. They cannot cut off Messi and Ronaldo, as Nishant said, because they don't have the balls to do that. And I think this can be the reason that's why they have cancelled, because really Lewandowski deserved the Lewandowski or Ramos, and I think KDB too a little bit. They
Even
deserve the
Benzema should be in the list
pride
as well.
they needed, but
Yes,
still,
yes.
the cancellation of Ballon d'Or is very much disheartening to me also.
Right. So something like this, something, at least if you're not hosting the award, at least give it away in an online basis. Just declare the winner, and then maybe when things settle down, you go and give the award. This is also one possibility. Might be one. What do you think?
Yeah,
No,
there
it's
are
a,
many. There are many ways. There are numerous ways. In this technologically advanced world, there are numerous ways by which this situation could have been handled. But I think it's a straightforward conclusion to that. There is more inside. There is we aren't seeing it from the outside. There is more reasons might be there inside. I don't know. And Ruptirtha said that the reasons they had underlined regarding this cancellation of the Ballon d'Or award ceremony, I think these are not totally justified. So, passing on to the others about their views.
What do you think? Are there any other options through which this award can be given? Because I think deserving candidates are going to miss out in a piece of history. This year is going to be blank.
Who should be your top three if Ballon d'Or happened?
This year, my top three, number one definitely goes to Lewandowski, absolutely, no doubt with that. Second, I would say Ramos, but for the third one, I'm a bit confused. I don't think Ronaldo, but yes, he has been picking up recently. Messi has also been assisting a lot and also scoring against teams. So I can't name the teams at the moment. I don't remember which other teams he has scored, but I remember Eibar, that's all. I don't know the other ones. Osasuna, right? I don't know the teams. I have nothing against Messi and Ronaldo, just to clear it out. I have nothing against them, but I don't think they make it to the top three this season. Ronaldo might, because it's a goal-oriented thing at the moment, but
stats-oriented
thing. So Ronaldo might, but Messi, I don't think there is any chance at the moment. If I'm wrong, please correct me.
Actually, we can't decide at this point of time because
UCL is still left, right?
Yes, until and unless the UCL gets completed, like there is a clash between Real Madrid and Man City. Who can say that Kevin De Bruyne plays brilliantly
and scores 12 goals in a match?
No.
Yeah, he does it. He does that brilliantly.
No, he can deliver 12 assists in a match.
And who will score 12
in this field, he is just
Sterling, and even Fernandinho can score. I don't know, but yeah, okay. There is a match with.
Yeah, I mean, Man City. To be very honest, Man City players do have a lot of goal scorers that they managed only one shot on target in the whole 90 minutes in the FA Cup semi-final. So
don't judge for a match.
That was just a bad day for football. That was just a bad day because we just missed many chances.
That's a bad day for
Avik, you can't argue with Arsenal fan.
Football.
You can't argue with an Arsenal fan over this. You can't argue with an Arsenal fan over this.
Bro. Yeah, I mean, we will come to a discussion later, but I really like the way Avishek put up the reason like why Ronaldo should be in there and not Messi. It's just a one-liner of Messi, you fucked up, bro. Nice one. I liked it.
But I didn't mean any bad things to Messi. But if you consider the way the Ballon d'Or has been given out for the past years, when Ribery didn't get it, when Snyder did not get it, So it comes
Get
down
to the
at the end
safe
of the day.
zone.
At the end of the day, it comes down to the goals. And this season, Lewandowski has them, a bunch of them, way ahead of anyone else at the moment. And still
Yes,
UCL is there
obviously.
to be played. And considering he has scored more goals in less matches. All right, so cutting that all the stats and crap out of it, what do you think this award, the future of this award lies? Where do you think? If fans are getting to know us, if we understand what's happening, I think there are thousands and millions of people who understand the value of this award. Should FIFA take
Yeah.
over and do something with the stats and to actually give it to the valuable people? Like Ribery got the European Player of the Year, won the treble, and even after that, he did not get the Ballon d'Or. Come on.
What about Snyder?
Exactly.
What about Manuel Neuer?
Neuer, I'll still say, because goalkeepers are not that favored. Definitely, I would love it. I would love it if I throw a party if Manuel Neuer gets Ballon d'Or. But considering the close ones, pretty close ones, but Ronaldo, Messi always edged past it. And then somewhere in between, Modric came along, and then again it's Messi.
I'm not telling that they are undeserving. Obviously, Messi and
course
Ronaldo
not.
has achieved great heights.
Of course not.
Achieved great heights. But we football fans, all the footballers in the world, we have agreed on the same myth that scoring a goal is much more sexy than defending.
Agreed. Yes. All right, so let's move on to the
What the hell
FA
you are
Cup.
telling that? What the hell you did that?
What did I do?
Nilu Kachet.
He's
Man,
coming
what
up
are you
with
doing?
stuff, man. He's coming up with stuff. I didn't say anything. Come on, I don't have my phone with me. All right, let's move on to the FA Cup. Now, let's start off with the United versus Chelsea match. And before we begin, I would like to say that did Chelsea hire Harry Maguire to injure Eric Bailly? Is he
Have to
out
buy
there
80 million.
rampaging his own players?
Have to buy 80 million, bro.
What do you
I
think?
wish him a speedy recovery, man. I was really very scared. I got really very scared.
Yeah, everybody did. Like in our groups, like we joke around. So there's a person you probably know, Ankan. So he was talking about. Even he asked me today if I got any news that if Eric Bailly is okay or he's alive or something like that. So it was pretty serious. Nishant sir, what do you have to
Yes.
say about it? It's your captain.
Yeah, Eric Bai is alive and he is all right. He is out of the hospital and he is getting better with time. And I hope he gets off of the football club as fast as he got out of the hospital. So, starting with that,
And
and
flies off to Villarreal ASAP.
Bro, is he that poor? I mean, considering the
no,
defense
no,
you
no,
have.
no, he's not that poor. He's not that poor. The problem lies with injury. Jack Wilshere was one of the best upcoming English midfielders, but then he couldn't, right?
Why did I pick up that topic? Fuck me. Okay, carry on.
Yeah,
Sorry,
man.
carry on,
Yeah,
carry on.
now you know the pain, right?
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
off, man.
it's close. It's close. It's close. He's a brilliant defender. He's fast and he is good on the ball and stuff. But then obviously, if you can't give out like all your matches and cannot be fit for the matches, you are not deserving to be a team which looks for Champions League spot every year and stuff like that. So it's difficult to have Eric Bailly keeping on. And talking about last day's match, it was I already said it in the last podcast that it will be a London derby, and I was very sure of it because you see, United were unbeaten 19 matches in a row, right? And the issue with that is we don't have a huge squad depth. Like we have a very great first 11, but outside that first 11, whoever comes in is either not a very great player or has been performing poorly. So, just like the likes of Andres Pereira, Jesse Lingard, and players like that. So that is like the options we have outside of the first 11 that we have. So you cannot expect a Premier League team Like we will be playing 2 matches in the next 4 days. Even before the FA Cup game, we had just 2 days rest. Chelsea had 4 days rest because they had their match before. So it was 8 games. It was 4 games in 8 days. So it's difficult if you don't have a squad depth. So I was pretty aware that with this team, and Chelsea has a fast team. They are fast in the attack. Their midfield is quick. And yesterday they had a very good defense as well. The defense played well. So overall, congratulations to the finalists. But then yes, they United had a poor game last.
But was it like necessary to drop at the same time Martial, Greenwood, and Pogba?
Right now, top 4 is like the most important option we have, or
Exactly.
is the most important target we are looking forward to. So we always. I even told that we will be going with FA Cup that we are playing. I think Igalo should have been there. James shouldn't have started. It should have been Rashford, Igalo, and Greenwood to start with, and then Romero in the as goalkeeper. So that didn't happen eventually. So there's a difference. Bruno playing the wings or the supporting striker role wasn't working at all. He was not able to fill the boots that was required to fill. He is better with the midfield support and a playing bit in the midfield half, not in the attacking line. So that
Is
he looked
James
uncomfortable as
losing
well.
his position slowly?
James has never been so great he looked because he scored in the starting run of games. He was never that great. He was always supposed to be a backup for us. He was bought off 15 million from Swansea just to have a backup for the right wing position. So, and with Greenwood coming up, he was always supposed to take that.
All right.
So James is a backup option, but starting with James, and James had a good game against Chelsea in the opener of the season that we had. So he took. I really think that Sousa tactics and first team setup wasn't up to the mark last day, and we did concede due to that.
So,
It
Nilakash,
was a
do you
fair
think?
result.
Yeah. Did you expect this scoreline? Did you expect to go
No,
through to the finals? Why?
no. Because as I told in the last uh, last meeting that Chelsea is not playing so good. Chelsea is not
All right.
so good defensively, and Kante is being injured. And I expected Billy Gilmore to start, and thank God he didn't. Lampard gave Jorginho a chance, and Barkley was put to rest because I think he will be starting for Liverpool. Pulisic was put to rest, and yes, I was very happy because Chelsea came out with 3-5-2 or
All right.
3-4-3. Actually it was 3-5-2 because Mount is not a left winger. Mount plays as a number 10. Mount was playing as a number 10, and Willian and Giroud up front, and Giroud, man, what a performance! What a performance! Giroud made Maguire, man, he made Maguire an amateur.
80
He
to
made
8.
Maguire an amateur. Yes, and he had received more or less all the long passes from the goalkeeper, and gave chances to Mount and as well as Willian. Created spaces for Mount, created spaces for Willian, and also Reece James was phenomenal right from the start. He was looking very fresh, and Jorginho did not make much miss passes, and I was relieved for that.
So
And
that
so
so that
and
sums up kind of the game. So you did not expect that scoreline, but then yes, as Ruptirtha
yes,
said in the last
no. The
podcast,
thing is,
there would have been goals, but from the other
the
end,
thing
there
is,
were no goals.
the thing is that we actually scored one goal. The two goals were conceded because of De Gea's mistakes. Actually, the first goal, I can say it's there. It's a cheeky cross from Cesar Azpilicueta, cheeky pass from Cesar Azpilicueta from the right flank, and Giroud made a tap in. Okay, the first goal is justified, but the second goal, the Mount shot, it's an easy save. And I think Dai is having a very tough time. Nowadays, he is having a very tough time.
Right,
And
so let's move on to the next match, which is Arsenal versus
Before
City.
just before moving, one question for the Manu fans. Like, do you think it's time to like move De Gea out of the window?
Yeah, that's a brilliant question.
Yeah, we United fans have been talking about this a lot too. So basically, everybody, most of the people from the fan base, they do think that they have should be moved out because yes, he had been great. He has been savior to a lot of matches, even the Arsenal 3-1 where Lacazette and Sanchez double saves, like matches
18
like
plus
those.
saves, bro. 18 plus
Yeah,
saves in a
man.
match.
Yeah. So he had matches like that, but after from the World Cup till date, he has not looked like what he was back then. So yes, 2 years is a lot of time for anyone to improve, and if he can't, then he has to make way for people coming in.
That's put very nicely. So let's move on to the next match: Arsenal versus City. Arsenal beating Liverpool and City in the same week. Well, how do you feel about this? You must feel
no,
like
how do you feel, Abhishek, about this?
I don't feel good. Here you
Yes.
have it. As a host, I should not be biased, but I don't feel good. But nobody is the host here. We just talk about football in a way. We just talk. So, Ruptirtha and Avik,
You
ding
know
ding ding
what?
ding ding,
You know
fight.
what? You know what? It's not a fight because in the last few weeks I've been listening from a lot of click fuckers out there. Like Arsenal has
Like
been
me.
gifted goals. Goalkeepers has been giving Arsenal the ball. We need to check whether Arteta is being paid and whether Aubameyang's payment is being paid to the goalkeepers. Something now. Now what? Pep was up for it. City were up for it. Now what?
Now you
And
guys
you know
are in
what?
the final.
You know what? City underestimated Arsenal, to be honest, because
Yeah, who
we
doesn't?
know we have,
Come on.
wait, you have Aubameyang, Lacazette and Pepe up there, and you are putting up an 11 without a proper central defensive mid. Because I expected either Rodrigo or Fernandinho to start. And the three playing in there, none of them have certain defensive qualities. Gundogan is good in interceptions, but he's not someone who can like take the ball off your feet. And
Right.
I didn't understand, not because I'm not saying this because we won the match, but I didn't actually understand Pep's substitutions because for me, he attacked the wrong end of the Arsenal's defense. So it would be better if he would have kept Mahrez on and bring off Eric Garcia and shift to a back three and ask Foden to attack from the left because Bellerin and Mustafi are much more susceptible than Kieran Tierney. He's our Mr. Consistent, bro. I know Willian will be coming in next, but I don't fear. Bring it on, bro.
No, actually, the thing is that the reason behind Gundogan because Gundogan is the one that makes interceptions, and we know David Luiz, who is very good at giving long balls. So I think Gundogan was there for that. And talking about defensive, we have Laporte, but the thing is that the type of football we play, possession football. So basing on that, we made the team. And as because Arsenal didn't have a very good defense, so that's why we went for the attack. But I think that backfired us because apparently Aubameyang played outstanding, and he has been outstanding throughout the Premier League.
Agreed.
We haven't done anything for Aubameyang because I thought Laporte would have pocketed Aubameyang, but he was brilliant throughout. And Laporte, after his injuries, he was not that up to the mark. But still, I hope for the next season that he made a very good comeback. And yeah, I have already told in the previous meeting that KDB was a very important factor. And if KDB comes bad in a game, and it will be very hard for us to win that game. So that happened to us because KDB was not up to the mark. And that's why I thought that Foden will start the lineup because Foden is someone that could make a penetration through a defense, but Foden was not there. So that was a very big factor for the loss. And yeah, Jesus missing the very easy shots that was like gifted one from Mustafi, I guess. that
It was
gifted
not
us.
Giroud. It was Sterling. It was Sterling
Oh,
who
sorry,
put it.
Sterling. Yes, it was Sterling. It was Sterling. It was Sterling.
So I have a
And Sterling
question.
was in form, but yes.
Yeah, Avishek, carry on.
Yeah. So is Man City kind of being dependent on KDB to to get the passes onto the strikers, and are the strikers not working as hard as they should be to be in positions which is easy
Exactly.
for KDB or
Exactly.
even
Exactly.
other players to pass it to?
They are very much KDB or the midfield dependent, because I have seen only Sterling always works for the keeping the ball forward, but Jesus, he always waits in the penalty box to wait for the ball to come, and then he will shoot. The team is very much KDB dependent, and if that goes on, then it will be very hard for us. I think Pep will come up with a plan, because right now our vulnerabilities are exposed, and if this goes on, I think Real Madrid will also give us a nice thrashing at Etihad, because that is UCL and that is Madrid.
But then you
So
don't have Ramos
I
there,
think
so
Guardiola will come
the
up
heart is
something like
missing.
this.
What did
But
you say,
you know
Avik?
what?
Avik, what
Yeah,
did
carry
you
on.
say? Madrid or Madrid?
But
Oh, acha,
okay, I see what
Madrid.
you did there.
No,
I
no,
see
no,
what you
I
did
didn't do
there.
anything. Man, I didn't do anything. Yeah.
I am positive that we will be having bloopers video for this one as well, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Just
bloopers.
confirming.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The bloopers also will go for Abhishek's reaction to Arsenal's win.
Absolutely. That's something that will start the video. All right.
Yes,
So
the CEO should not remove that.
I'm not, by the way. Anyway, so it's Arsenal versus Chelsea. What are your predictions? Nirakash, let's start
I
with
think
you.
Arsenal.
Yeah, Avikda.
Oh, Nilaga start.
No, Avikda, you go for it.
Yeah, let's start with Nilaga.
Don't
All
jinx
right.
it, you bastard.
No.
Don't
Black
jinx
Lives
it.
Matter. Avik, go on.
What?
Avik, go for a draw. Avik, go for a draw.
Now,
Oh
I think it's FA Cup.
Nilakash just said Black Lives Matter. Holy fuck.
Oh no.
Jesus, give me a break.
Quote of the day. Quote of the day.
Quote of the day.
Code.
Yeah, yes, we
Code.
got one.
It's not a code, dude. It's not a code.
It's a verdict, like? From you, it's a verdict.
Yes.
Statement?
No. Just joking.
Okay,
just joking.
so
UNKFT
so coming back
jokes.
to the prediction.
I'm
Okay, so
missing
coming back to the
Sourav Das.
predictions, I think Sourav Das, big shout out to Sourav Das.
Yes.
So coming back to the predictions, I think it's FA Cup, and Arsenal and FA Cups are like Real Madrid. So I think Arsenal will win, and it will be a 2-1, I guess.
2-1. Okay. All right. Ruptirtha, what do you think?
3-0 Arsenal.
What?
2-0 Arsenal.
3-0 Arsenal.
Oh, 3-0 Arsenal.
2 for
All right.
Oba, 1 for Laka.
Oba. Okay.
Come on, man. Because you know what? I'll give one explanation. I've seen that Chelsea defense yesterday. And Arsenal is unlike Manu. They're not going to sit back, bro. You saw against this City game. They pressed up front. And both Rudiger as well as that...
You are sitting
Zuma.
back on the league table, bro.
Huh? I don't care, bro. It's Arteta era. It's not Unai Emery,
not-
bro. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. I was thinking about
I heard the
interpretation.
same thing. I heard the same thing after first 5 matches. Unai Emery had won. Okay.
Unai Emery had what?
Had won. I think Unai Emery had won the first 5 matches of his during his start, and I heard the same thing from you.
Nah. He started off with City and Chelsea, and we lost both.
Okay. I was
on,
just
man.
checking that your stats are clear or not.
People are getting
Okay.
99 out of 100 in it.
Okay, so
Okay,
you
no,
were
I was-
checking the stats. You were checking
Come
the
on.
stats. So, okay.
Come on.
All right. Okay, Nilakash, now it's your turn. Prediction.
2-1 for Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea wins. All right, we'll see.
Who are the scorers?
Scorers.
Christian Pulisic and Willian.
All right. And the other one will be same side, or like someone will score from Arsenal.
I don't know if Kepa plays.
Then Kepa pass it back to goal. All right. Great. Nishant sir.
Yeah, it will be Lampard all the way, obviously. 2-0 Chelsea.
Okay.
Yeah, City legend by Lampard. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
It's
We'll
fine.
take some time to accept the joke.
It's
Anyway.
fine. It's fine. It happens. He's hungry. Yeah,
Hungry,
so
yeah.
he did not have his dinner yet. All right. So my prediction, as much as I would dislike this, not like this, but
Did anyone ask you about
Go
your
for it.
prediction?
Go
No,
for
I
it. With a
did.
heavy heart. Yes, I have
I did.
asked. Yes, I have asked.
all right,
Okay.
it's 2-0 Arsenal wins. I don't want to say this. Honestly, I don't like this. But Arsenal
be
is
supporting
it's
this?
FA Cup, man. Come on,
You
like
won't be
to be.
supporting us on 1st of August, I'm sure. I was just thinking, can we plan a watch along sometime, somewhere, somehow?
Yeah, we can actually. We can. Let's see. And yes, we'll have the
Ruptirtha,
people's episode, so we can include a few more.
I know what Ruptirtha's motive is
Yeah, we'll get.
behind this.
We'll watch it together. No problem. We can definitely work out something for that. And 1st August. So yeah, Nilakash's birthday is coming on 16th.
Yeah.
We'll have a
That will be
birthday
a special
special episode for Nilakash. Especially, we'll dive into the history of Chelsea. Chelsea.
Everyone will be roasting me on that. Okay, I'm prepared.
You asked for it now, then yes, we will. No problem. All right. So
I won't be available.
Diving into the history of Chelsea, the video will be less than 10 minutes, bro.
So we have a 30-minute spot. So 20 minutes we'll speak about proper thing, and then 10 minutes we'll finish it out in 8 minutes. So won't be a problem, I think.
Okay, I was expecting a comeback from Nishant anyway.
Whatever.
Okay.
He's hungry, so I think he's going to get back to us in the next podcast, 3 days from now. So let's finish it here. So what we could learn from this podcast is one, Ballon d'Or is a crappy award. 2, Ballon d'Or is shit, and 3, Ballon d'Or is shit. So these are the 3 things that we could learn from this podcast. And also, yes, we did a preview, and hopefully it's going to be a tight match. I don't want a 2-0 or like a scoreline like that. I want it to go to the penalties, into the extra time, so it's more exciting. So guys, we'll finish off here, and if you like it, subscribe and share this with your friends. And even if you don't share, we don't care. We are going to do it anyway. So guys, this is the Football Clubhouse. So if you don't like this video, we don't care. All right. So we'll see you in the next one. And yes, next topic might be Indian football. So keep an eye out.